Hey, I'm Baby Queen.
Hi, I'm Katie Beza.
Hey, this is Ram McMullen.
Hi guys, Lara here.
Hey, I'm Jim Koala.
Hi, I'm Astradas.
And you are listening to Léim Thart.
And you're listening to Léim Thart.
And you're listening to Léim Thart.
It's out now.
I really hope you enjoy it.
So enjoy.
Your first album, Little Miss Sunshine, out on the 17th of April. You must have been working on this for a really long time that you're now at this stage of starting to release it.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It isn't like the classic quote people say about the debut album is like you spend your whole life working on the first without you even knowing it. And I always thought that was like you sounded like such a dick to say that, but I kind of get what they mean now because like yeah, it kind of has felt that way that I've just been kind of building up to getting to this point. And I mean more like literally, yeah, the last 2 years have just been just these like 10 songs. So it's really nice to talk about it.
I can't imagine what your journey must have been, because you said that the album came to you as a concept, or the drive to do an album, after you took a break from music. And so what was the kind of point that brought you back to bring us, not just that you wanted to make some music again, but like a whole album?
It was kind of saying that I was gonna quit. Like I'm a very dramatic person. I got to the end of the first run of tours and stuff and promotion, and I was just like, I don't think I'm good enough to be doing this. I don't want to take up this space that's so oversaturated. There's so much music. I was just like, I just don't think I'm doing like something that's worth it, to be honest. And I was and I called the label in very dramatically. I was like, this is like the last you guys are going to see of me. Like I'm going under the grid. It's over. And like I'll do one last thing. I'm just going to mess around a bit and see what I would make if I knew that I'm quitting after it and no one's going to hear it. And then that was the thing that kind of freed me up, because I think I was way too in my own head, and it helped me get outside of myself a bit, actually kind of more in myself, and like not think about what anyone else would want, and just try and do something that would make me feel like I was being honest. And song by song, I like fell back in love with songwriting, and like I feel like I kind of found what I needed, what I'm trying to do, or what I needed out of it, which I guess I didn't have as much before. So yeah, I think that's how it kind of happened.
I suppose, was it kind of one of those points where you just kind of think like, fuck it, give it a go?
Yeah. It was fuck it. It was like I was at the point where I'd found the nunnery I was going to join, and I was ready to go, and I was like, this life isn't for me. I'm not even religious. I was just like looking into it a bit more deeply. I think I was just craving like the things that have been stripped away from us because of like capitalism, like community, the idea that I could move out at some point, like I could be somewhere else, I could have a purpose that we're working towards. But that ended up being what the album did for me, I think.
That's really good. I don't know if you have an equivalent phrase, but here in Ireland, we often just say, give it a lash. Kind of
like
that, just like, fuck it, give it a lash. Like, it could go horribly wrong, but we're going to try.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I realized it's so not serious. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, just, yeah, give it a lash. Is that it? I like that.
Give it a lash.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't want to claim the origin of it, because my elders might give out to me, but as far as I know, it came from the first time Ireland got into the World Cup, which was 1990, and it's still something that like my parents' generation like really not romanticizes, like they rightfully romanticize it, because it was a time when everyone was really happy. But the manager at the time was actually an Englishman. His name was Jack, so some band wrote a song called Give It a Lash, Jack, and it became an anthem.
Oh, that is sick. Oh wow, Jack is that must have been the biggest confidence boost ever. That's brilliant. That's so cool. I think can I take that? Is that cultural? Is that like appropriation for me to use that? I really want to. It's
No,
a good phrase.
you can go for it, and as long as you just attribute it to someone Irish, we won't mind, given our history.
Okay, great.
But Yeah, so your listeners have had a few tracks as a little tease into what they can expect and to get their energy up because they're gonna need to keep up with you for the energy because there's a lot of energy on the record. Something that flagged with me when I was reading the notes. Talk me through the Lily Allen reference here because no disrespect to the other Lily Allen hits, like they're all fantastic, but the fear definitely doesn't get adequate attention and respect compared to the other ones, and it was one of the first songs I ever loved as a child. So, what inspired this reference on your new song, Mountain Sized?
But it's literally a masterpiece, and like if she was in a different genre, in a different body, she would be hailed as a fucking genius, and it just like it's only beginning to
Real.
happen. For real. Like it's because she's a girl pop star who's like also funny and like gobby. They yeah, anyway, but she's getting her flowers now finally, which is really exciting. But I think that reference, I love this about her and I love this about Courtney Love, that like they are not ashamed to like come across as obnoxious, unlikable, annoying, which are like the three worst things you can be as a woman. And she did it on purpose. I don't think either of them are actually any of those things, but they are not afraid to play up to it. And on the fear, I just love that the verses are just her letting herself come across like a complete prick. Like all of it's just like, I'm so fucking shallow. I don't care about anything else. Like it's all this stuff that you're really not meant to say, and it's like really unattractive to say. And it makes me feel so powerful when I listen to it because also she's being completely truthful. Like the way that she's speaking, that's how so many people feel. Um, and I think I was in such a place of like not like a complete lack of self-belief, complete lack of confidence, that I kind of to be able to start talking and start getting some lyrics that meant anything to me, I just had to sit down and just like regurgitate this list of like all of the worst things about me at the time, like all of the shit that like you only say when you're drunk and you're in like the smoking area and it's someone that you know you're not going to see again, so you can just like come across like the prick that you are at the time. And then I just like for the idea of like being able to do that on stage, I find it quite hard to like be feel grounded on stage. And the idea of like being able to come on and just have that verse, it's almost like a rap where you're just listing these things. That really excited me, and it helped me like have the juxtaposition where then in the chorus I can be like really grandiose and really like almost like a superiority complex versus an inferiority complex all in the same song. And yeah, I really enjoyed that.
That's a good play on a very good reference. In
Thanks.
in the story you're telling about being mountain sized, how are you kind of imagining yourself here as kind of an inanimate object so no one will bother you? Because I relate to that. Or more so being like larger than human?
Kind of both. Like I truly wanted to feel like unhuman. Like I didn't want to feel like an individual. I wanted to be part of something bigger, and I wanted to know my purpose. And like I feel like the things that humans are played with is that like we're not really innately born knowing our purpose. And but I'm really jealous of like trees and shit and like fucking bees. Like bees know what the fuck they've got to do. Like they know their purpose. They got it down. Like mountains, they've got a purpose. The ocean, like waves. I just wanted to like be something inanimate and like that was unmovable. And I'm a very tempestuous person. I'm very emotional and it's exhausting. And I just wanted to be this really stationary, calm thing that can't feel all these big ups and downs all the time.
Wow. That's that's a lot of things to feel. It reminds. I don't know if you listened to the Jacob Alon album last year or not, but it
That's
really
so
kind of
beautiful.
it was all this idea in Limerence where
Mm,
you're kind of just imagining you're somewhere in between where you can't feel, but then you're denying yourself the good sides too.
they're fucking brilliant. They like so Nick Drakey, so beautiful. I kind of felt that as well. I feel like this is a thing that I think probably a lot of people are feeling. Like I don't think I'm alone in that, and I think that's why I kind of took comfort in being able to put it out because I know that like my friends feel this way. Like And if me and my friends feel this way, probably like everyone else does too. We're not that special, you know?
Yeah, that's lovely that you did that for everyone and that you put yourself out there. And you've got plenty of festivals this year. I saw your name on the Great Escape lineup
Oh yeah,
just
are you going?
recently. I'm not. I'm over in Ireland. I sadly can't get to
Oh, that's a long
It's
trip.
Brighton, isn't it? It's Brighton,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm only in the UK. What's the word? Um, Sporadically. That's the word I wanted to use.
Nice.
But how are you feeling about taking this album on the road? I suppose you might not have done it yet, but it's incoming.
I'm super excited. I like a huge bit of motivation for this album was like I want to do myself the biggest favors I can when playing live because it's like it's quite like emotionally, physically taxing, and the nicest thing you can do for yourself is like give yourself songs that you want to play and that like so I think for a lot of them I really did have like I'd never played live before a couple years ago and playing songs that I'd released and then suddenly doing them on stage when I'd never done that before really helped me realize like what works live and what doesn't. So I kind of took notes and I tried to incorporate a lot of these little things that I noticed that audiences really respond to. So I'm interested to see if I was right or if I yeah, if I just guessed it wrong.
I'm sure the audiences are gonna love it.
Thanks.